start here.
All right.
In what could only be the second most upsetting news to come from the Catholic Church, Carthusian monks have refused to increase production of their beloved elixir, Chartreuse. And with an ocean of options available to you, we're here to help you find alternatives, or at the very least substitutions, for this really rare and now hard to find liqueur.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Jason from Bottle Barn with OG customer, now member of the crew, Aaron. Welcome.
Thank you.
As Aaron said, we're trying to figure out here what is the best of the category. Is there something better than Chartreuse, or at the very least an alternative? So when you can't find it, you got something that can make those cocktails. So we lined up, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 alternatives and Chartreuse itself. And what do you think? Should we start with Chartreuse?
Let's start with the baseline.
Pretty good.
Super viscous, lots of mint, foresty flavors. Get like tree sap a little bit. Very interesting, very complex.
Viscous but balanced. It's got a nice balance of that spice and the heat.
Yeah.
Nice stuff. Let's move on. Faccia Brutto. A little bit shyer nose.
This one has very similar properties as the Chartreuse, but I just find it a little more muted than the OG. It's almost like Chartreuse light.
Agreed. I think lower ABV.
Lower ABV.
55%, and I don't know. So
I think this one's 45.
Yeah. So Chartreuse light for sure. Nice. It's got a little bit of a, kind of a cinnamon toast crunch thing going on. A little bit of a cinnamon thing. Really good, but definitely lighter.
Yeah.
In style for sure. Boomsma's been around for a long time. We've carried this brand for years. And again, I think it's gotten a lot more attention recently because of the Chartreuse shortage.
And then the nose is completely different on this one. Like the first two were fairly similar.
We'll talk about muted too.
Yeah, muted
I
too.
get barely anything.
It's not jumping out of the glass.
It's got viscosity to it, a little sweetness to it.
The viscosity is on par. Not as full flavored. It doesn't have those notes.
Right.
I mean, it's similar, but.
And I think, I don't know what the ABV is on this, the 40%. So I think it's just lacking that balance.
Yeah.
To balance out that sugariness.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
Yeah, but good.
Yeah.
But good. All right, Brovo. And I believe, so a lot of these, have been around. And I want to say Brovo is one of those that's sort of a newcomer to the game that sort of, is trying to emulate the recipe.
Yeah. More ethanol forward on this one. Like you can smell the alcohol.
Yeah. That's punchy.
Punchy, spicy, spiky.
Same proof. It's got some of the same qualities as Chartreuse to me. I feel like they did engineer it. There's a similar profile, but way spikier, punchier.
It's got the same. I mean, it's got the same alcohol, but the problem is it's not as balanced. It's more. Rather than you smelling the product itself, you're smelling more of.
Yeah,
it's just not refined. It's not as refined.
It's tough.
We're on the Luxardo now.
Okay, Luxardo. Of course, they do a number of. I don't even know. I feel like they have an answer to all your problems. Luxardo. They do maraschino. They do amaros. They do anisette. You name it, they've got it.
They make the best cherries.
They got the great cherries. All right.
It's almost a completely different animal.
Yeah.
It's not as herbaceous. It's not as spiky. It's more bitter on the finish.
More balance between sweet and bitter.
Yeah, you're
But
not
you're right,
getting,
it does finish pretty bitter.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm moving through this quickly, but. And this was one, and we have tasted some of these before,
Yeah.
and this one to me, it took me a while to put my finger on it, and I think when we tasted last, you said cardamom, and now I'm really getting that.
This is the one. This also is the one famously, or maybe not famously, but there's at least articles like from Forbes saying like, well, now that like Chartreuse is out of the picture, there's a new player, a new product in town.
Bon,
But again,
but nowhere near the
nowhere
nose.
near.
I think what makes Chartreuse is that forest floor that it really captures the terroir of the area.
Yeah. It's
Good.
liquid good and plenty to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I mean, you taste that white refined sugar. It's all what do you call it? Licorice. It's just licorice and sugar.
So when you go to the movies next time, don't get good and plenty. Just drink a little
just buy a
flask
bottle of
this.
bonbon.
Really great. I mean, all of them I think have their merits.
Yeah.
We've done tastings with this stuff before. There was a few others that we didn't include in this, and I think we tried to synthesize it down to what we think are the best of them. I don't know about you, Aaron, but I kind of have a clear favorite.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's bad news for everyone, but there is absolutely like no substitute really for Chartreuse.
I think we really wanted to come here and say, listen, all these other things,
Yeah.
This isn't even close. This is third in the lineup. But
I mean, like the Faccia Brutto comes really close, but again, it's like Chartreuse light.
Yeah.
Like it's got the flavors, but
well, I think these two, you could kind of put Chartreuse in the middle. This was a little too spiky, a little too much alcohol, a little
maybe
too
if you mix it
intense.
too.
Maybe if you mix it too, and that's light. In general, I think we're kind of tasting them in the order we like them.
Yeah.
I think all these would make an interesting drink. It's like anything, if you substitute the ingredients, it's going to be slightly different. They would all work. I think where Brovo might have an edge with cocktail making is that punchiness and that high heat would show really well in a cocktail. Whereas, maybe if I was just sipping it straight, I would go with the Faccia Brutto.
And there's a question for everybody. How many of you actually drink this stuff straight?
Right.
Or is it just a mixer?
Yeah. Anyways, I think to conclude this video, Chartreuse is king.
Sorry to say.